What's up guys, as you may know I use a broker named Admiral Markets. They're a well-known broker based here in the UK and are also regulated and has been operating for over a decade, so they definitely have a lot of market experience. Now Admiral have a lot of useful tools and information on their website that you can read and even use for free. But my favorite software that they offer is a premium analytics software, and it's all completely free. Obviously, if you have a live account, or you can use it on a demo account as well, but it just gives you access to the basic version of it. But you can, if you open up a live account, you can also have all this for free as well. But yeah, I absolutely love it just because it's just super beneficial. It helps me keep up to date on the markets. I can also look at what's going to be potentially released for that day on a specific pair that I'm looking to trade. And I'll show you guys in a short while how to use it and how to navigate around it as well. All the information again is provided by Dow Jones, Trading Central, and Acuity. So it's really good, top tier information. Now, as you can see, there's probably lots to look at, and it's probably quite overwhelming at first glance. But if we just jump into it, so first things first, obviously you got all of this on the left side here. So you got ETF, stocks, indices, commodities, cryptos. Obviously, I'm primarily a forex trader, therefore I trade currencies. So, for example, if I want to pull up the euro dollar, as you can see, it'll pull up everything related to the euro dollar. If I just remove it for now, I'll just give you guys a little bit more of an insight. So, you got market news, morning briefing, research terminal, technical insight, economic calendar, and the corporate calendar. Now, you can click on learn more, and it'll open up a deeper version of, or a bigger picture of what's going on, okay? So these are just a bunch of articles that have been written, and you can go ahead and give them a read. Obviously, there's going to be loads of different articles out there, but obviously the top ones is what you want to primarily focus on, just because sometimes, it's like looking at an economic calendar. You'll have a bunch of news releases, but not all of them will be market moving events, so it's quite important to understand the differences between a market moving event and obviously just a normal report coming out on the economic calendar. You can also come on the advanced filter as well, so you can just have it related to the forex market. So this would be everything that will impact the forex market on a top news basis. Obviously you've got commodities as well, so I know a lot of you trade gold. I trade gold myself, and obviously oil and things like that. Trending, so this is obviously the warning signs, best performers, growth potential, worst performers, okay? So ideally you're just looking at the worst performers and best performers. This is more so when market turmoil is obviously happening. But if, for example, if we just, I trade forex, so I'll hover over there and click forex, and as you can see, the best performers in terms of price change percentage right now on a daily, basis, the USD is up around, between 1.2 to 1.6%, anywhere between that, right? 1.425, okay. And obviously this is the sentiment change as well, so you've got sentiment change and the price change. You've got CAD yen as well there as well. Commodities, if you just take a look at the commodities, as you can see, natural gas absolutely just flying on a daily basis. But if you look on an hourly basis as well, you can see that copper is doing a bit better. So you can filter between it and have a little play around if you want to, but you kind of get the logistics of it. Excuse me. You got all these different pairs here as well you can look at. So one day 12 hours ago, direction was bearish, confidence 6%, duration 8 days. So daily news sentiment is moving lower, and in 60% of the last 10 occurrences, prices falling within 8 days. Okay, so you can go ahead and have a look through them if you wanted to. For example, BTC USD, daily news sentiment is moving lower, and in 70% of the last 10 occurrences, prices falling within 8 days. Okay, I don't really pay too much attention to that. The one main thing I pay attention to is obviously the articles, and for the average Joe trader out there, they just look at the economic calendar. They'll be paying attention to this one, but this one I find really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus just on the euro dollar. You can type in other instruments as well, for example NZD USD, and pull that up, right? So I'll go ahead and do that, and as you can see, it brings out all the information just for that exact pair. Okay, you got this one here, so this is the NZD is up 0.16% since the last hour. The USD is obviously, USD is down 0.09% since the last hour. You've got the next event in 3 minutes, which it tells you nicely there with a timer. Most mentioned associated assets with this pair. So most likely, the ones that are correlated in some way with it. Obviously, you've got all the articles here as well related to the NZD USD. And yeah, you just got top news here. You got pretty much everything. You got morning briefing if you want to go ahead and look at this as well. So forex, this is just the last minute and the change in the price. I think that's pretty much everything though for that. Obviously, guys, I would recommend you just go ahead and look on their website and just take a look a little bit more in depth, deeper, what how to work it, but or what you want to look at, it's up to you. There are videos out there on their own YouTube as well on how they work it, and they've explained it from a fundamental standpoint as well. If you go over here and look at the economic calendar, it'll just show you all the news related to obviously this pair. Okay, as you can see, if I click on euro pound, it's a little bit different as compared to the euro dollar. Okay, so if I click on, let's say, the unemployment assurance, which is about to be released in half one, so any minute, you can scroll down here and it will show you the history of the unemployment assurance weekly claims report. That's the history of it. You got the potential range of the euro USD based on the average last 8 events. You got the last sentiment chart for euro USD. You got the latest news for euro USD. You got the latest commentary as well. You got assets. Does this event affect? So if you click on this, as you can see, this is the assets that this news release will affect, okay, so to speak. You can click on the month as well. So for example, you got all of these news being released as well. These are just the key news here. So it's totally up to you. You can have a little play around with it, but it's just really handy to just be aware of, like, for example, if you're trading a certain pair, if you want to know if it'll affect your pair or not, then you can go head over to the Admiral Premium Analytics, and it'll pretty much just tell you. But yeah, have a little play around with it, obviously, if you want to, and see what you think of it. It's a very, very good software, and it's pretty much all in one place where you can get all your fundamentals from. To be honest, I like reading up in the articles anyways, especially obviously the top news ones. It's just nice to stay up to loop in the market. Sometimes if I had waken up, I might have, there might have been some early morning or late night news that I may have missed. But the next morning, if I just go back and look at the articles, I can read up on it and stay up to date and potentially anticipate the next move. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Check out this software and see what you think, and I'll catch you guys very soon.